Go dun 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 dun, and then they go like, you ain't did that shit? Have you seen
No.
that?
I personally have not seen what you were talking about.
Bro, the biggest cheat code. All right, I'm gonna put the camera back so everybody can see what I'm saying. The biggest cheat code in the Afrobeats club, when the Shallipopi song come on, they go dun 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 dun. Everybody just find the nearest person. It don't matter if it's your homeboy, it's a girl, whatever. You put your finger on their chest, you go dun, 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 and then they go back.
You is not doing that shit at the Afrobeat
Stop
club,
playing with me, bro. DLT brunch, I was there, and you use it like if you've been eyeing a girl, or whatever, and the song come on, you just hop over there. You know how old they But yeah, no, I was lit, bro. I was at every event that there was outside of which one? There was one called There's No Signal. They do this event over there called Recess.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to go to that because I just ended up going too late. But everything else, you know what I'm saying? I was there. I was out there.
Okay. How was London, bro? Tell us about London.
This is episode 88 of the Rhythm and Rise podcast. I'm your host, AJ. We back. I'm here with my co-host, Antonio. And London was expensive. London was expensive as hell. I'm not going to lie to you. I spent more than I anticipated, but I don't regret it. I don't regret it just because I felt like I learned so much and I had a good time. But London is super expensive. And I think, bro, like it was reassurance. It felt like that's where I need to be at. It really did it felt like that's where I need to be at. And mainly like the stuff we talk about on here, the stuff we're doing with this is that bag. This is that bag. Like I was saying to somebody the other day, because there's so many different types of Caribbean and types of African in London, and they're so blended, like the party scene is just that. It is just that. I would say I went to, what events did I go to? I went to Culture FM the first day I got there. Culture FM was lit. DJ Qualms is that dude. DJ Qualms is the best DJ I saw in London. I've seen him twice. He's that dude. He was at Culture FM. The second day I went to this event called Rave, which was like a dance hall Caribbean soca event. Drank entirely too much. Yeah. And I told Nate, yo, there was a DJ Nate in London. He didn't fuck with the DJ Nate in Jacksonville. I'm just saying. I called Nate at the party. I was like, hey, bro, I'm here with the other Nate. He's not holding a candle to you, my brother. But it was a good event. It was a lot of people there. I got a lot of, I don't know if when you go to new places, you get like a lot of business ideas and stuff. I want you, when we get off, to look up Box Park. It's like this company in London where they have like pop-up malls and like event spaces. I went to Box Park about 5 or 6 times in 2 weeks. There was in various places. There was one in Wembley, one in Shoreditch, one in Croydon, one in, what was the other one at? I passed another one. There's like 5 of them. But there was like Soca events, Francophone events, Afrobeats events, dance hall events, all at these box parks, and they got like food shops and clothing shops and stuff in there. It was cool. But I was like, why doesn't every city have one of these? That's what it really felt like. But yeah, then I went to Day Rave. After Day Rave, I went to, later on, I ended up going to see Alkaline. Alkaline was actually surprising. I didn't know too many Alkaline songs, but he's him out there. I learned a lot. Like I didn't realize that there was like an Alkaline Vibes Cartel thing. Like beef? There's not a beef, but it was like, it's like a who's better type of thing. I guess when Vibes went away immediately, like there's a lot of people who are fans of Alkaline say that he picked up where Vibes left off. And a lot of the people that are like diehard Alkaline fans are not Vibes fans. I found out. News to me. Somebody let me know where the context is, but that's what I got. I was there by myself. Olga, you're lame as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You're lame as fuck. I'm gonna just say your name because she's probably not gonna watch this, but yeah, you're lame. And then, bro, I was outside every night, bro. I remember the next day I was just going to a bar and I walked by, and in the box, I walked by Box Park, and the manager was like, yo, it's a free Soca event in here if you want to come in here. You think I'm gonna say no? You think I'm gonna say no? No. So I ended up in there for a minute. Who else did I see when I was out there? Kaytranada. I've been waiting years to see Kaytranada.
Yeah, how was that?
Long overdue. He's him. He's actually him. He performed almost every song that I wanted him to perform. He even performed that All Night, was it, with Chance the Rapper?
All night I've been drinking all night. That would have been hard.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard. There was a lot of, I don't know, because he's a DJ, the way that he went song to song is different. It's not like a regular artist performing. And then, of course, he finished off with Be Your Girl, Teacher Moses.
Did
That
he
was
play
lit.
any of his like new album? I forgot what it's called. I'm really bad with that.
Timeless.
Timeless, yeah.
Timeless. Yeah, he played a lot of Timeless early on. And then he played, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta go back and listen to that Amine shit. Cause I ain't like it at first.
Hot
That
shit.
you know what song? You know what song actually that was it? Salsa?
Yeah.
Salsa. Yeah, that shit was hard. Yeah, that shit was hard. Nah, but I almost got into I got into it with somebody at the Kaytranada concert. I was off 2 Magnums and 2 shots of rum, and I was like, yo, I've been waiting 4 years to see him. You're not about to ruin this for me. You're not about to ruin this for me. This girl that was standing behind me, but I want to say an hour and a half. Like she stood there for every opener, and I talked to everybody around me during the openers because it's like, what else you finna do? We had conversation, and as soon as Kaytranada come out, she gonna try and bump past me and stand directly in front of me, and she got this big fro, and she like leaning on me and shit. And so I tapped on her. I was like, yo, you can't stay here. You got 5 minutes to move. Like you got, but my thing is, you've been standing. She was taller than me.
Oh, okay.
She was taller than me, and you were standing right, like diagonal of me for an hour and a half. Try that during Lou Phelps or Sango. Not right when Kaytranada come up. I'm not the one. I'm not the one. And what made it worse, because I said it nicely at first. I was like, hey, you can't stand here. You got to move, do something. I don't know. I give you a couple minutes to figure it out. But her 2 homeboys, clearly Ken Carson, Playboy Cardi fans or whatever, walk right by me, and one of them niggas bumped me, and now I'm mad because he don't bump me, and now he's standing next to her, and he's 6'2", right? So I was like, "Hey, bro, watch where you going." And he looked me off. I'm like, "Bro, you heard me." I felt, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if this was pussy or not. I felt like I would have took my chances against him.
Like you would have took your chances, like fighting him,
bruh.
It's not pussy to say that, like
no,
nigga.
but because it's at a Kaytranada concert, so it's bro, you about to fight at the Kaytranada concert. Like, what the fuck?
But it don't matter if we sitting there seeing fucking Sade, bro. If a nigga sitting there doing too much, if a nigga bump me, I'm gonna say something to you, and it's bro, it don't matter where it is.
So I said to him, I was like, bro, yeah, you heard me. I was talking to you. But he was friends with the girl. So the girl turns around, was like, oh no, that's my friend. Chill out, chill out. And I was like, I already told your ass to move. So both of y'all need to get the, you know what I'm saying? And so now it's like a scene because everybody around me, like, yo, what's going on? And so she acted like she's like, but what if she said something? And then she turned around and kept leaning on me. So I shrugged her off. I was like, yo, get off of me, bro. What is you? You're not gonna stand in front of me and lean on me. Both are not about to happen.
Yeah.
And so she turns around. Did you just push a woman? Did you just push a woman? She's yelling this now. And we're near the front stage. I'm like, oh shit. At first, I'm like, oh shit. But I'm like, no, keep it cool. So I got my hands in my pocket or whatever. And I was like, I ain't do none of that. I was like, yo, you fuck up my face. I was like, yo, fuck up my face. On my face. And so the dude next to me, he with his girl, was like, hey, bro, just chill. And I'm like, hey, I just need you to stay out of this. We cool, but I need you to stay out of it. And this random white girl walk up to me and was like, hey, she trying to get in between us. What's going on? I'm like, bro, I don't know you. I was like, I don't know you, so you could go away. So now everybody's just taking it back because I'm just so like brazen with it. And eventually they end up moving. And then afterwards, everybody was like, oh my gosh, she tried to do the victim thing. I was like, yeah. But for a second, I was nervous. I was like, "Oh shit!"
No, but then niggas, why was niggas in there, bro? Chill. Yeah,
no, because I talked to him like a couple, like 20 minutes later, and he was like, "Because the victim thing, bro, it's like you're black in a foreign country, and a woman is saying you know." So he was like, he was just because he watched the whole thing. He was there the entire time, so he was like, "I know you didn't, but what if?" So I was like, "Yo, good looks, dap bro up, got the fuck on." But it was once they were gone, I was lit. I was singing the songs and dancing and shit. It was giving me a little mean mug, but I was like, bro, like, my thing is, y'all was here before me, and I just got a better spot than you. I've been standing in this spot for 4 hours. There was this one young lady that I went to say something to who was with a guy. It was a guy and a girl, and I was walking up, and what did I say? Oh, I wasn't walking up. Somebody else was walking up to approach the girl, and I thought I heard him say, "Yo, that's my mom." And I was like, what? Because they looked about the same. They could have been the same age, like in the face. And so I tap on her shoulder. I'm like, bro, that's your mom? He was like, yeah. Bro, dudes was on that lady all night. They thought that she was our age. So all night people were tapping on her shoulder, trying to get her attention. They were standing in front of me. I found that entertaining. That was one of my favorite parts of the show.
Bro, that's fucking wild. I feel like I'll be on that though. If I see your mom, she look good, I'm gonna talk to her. I don't care.
Bruh. But my thing is, if I'm at the concert with my mom and you're hitting on my mom, can I enjoy the concert?
Probably not.
That's what I said, but I digress. What was DLT brunch was lit. I guess some people go to DLT Malta, which is either in Spain. I think it's in Spain or Portugal. It's an island, but they have a bunch of events there for a weekend. So this year, DLT Malta, the headliners are Lotto, Ashake, and I think Shensia. I might be wrong on Shensia, but I know Lotto and Ashake are the two headliners. And so they had an event near Soho, and I would say that was the best DJ set from top to bottom that I heard. They were lit. And Qualms was there. Qualms is that dude, bro. Qualms is that dude, DJ Qualms. But yeah, I would just say overall, like, it felt right. Like, it felt like I was where I was supposed to be at. I met a ton of people. I networked a ton. And the goal is to get out there at some point.
Yeah.
Sooner rather than later. If we can make shit shake, it might be very soon. But I enjoyed it. I had a really good time.
That's good, bro. That's good. I've been wanting to go to London. I'm definitely jealous you got to go 2 times. I haven't been once yet, but it's also
they love us out there.
To. I know they do, but it's good that you got to network too. I feel like that's pretty important. I don't think you've gotten a network in the way I've gotten a network at FAM, to where it's just like I'm meeting a bunch of different Black people who are going to be at these bigger companies and stuff, and you got to meet people in that space. So I think that's pretty cool too. But
yeah, and a lot of it was unintentional too. When it happened the first time, and I was like, oh, I got to network, and they're also fascinated with me because I'm American. I just started taking advantage of it. I started meeting people everywhere. Like, I don't talk in the bathroom, but I met somebody at the urinal, my nigga. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk to people at the urinal. He started talking to me. So I waited till I started to go wash my hands. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk to no man with his meat in his hands. I'm just saying. So I'm like, let me go over to the sink at least. Let me go over to the sink at least. And then let me make sure. And this is my thing. You make sure he washes his hands before you dap him up outside the bathroom. Yeah. And he did. You know what I'm saying? So I gave him a fist bump. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Anyway, music that I heard while I was over there. I wanted to run this down really quick and then see if you had heard any of this. Laho, I don't know how you pronounce it. Shallipopi, Burna Boy. The first one was going off while I was over there, and then Burna Boy dropped a verse. And Burna Boy says that this was supposed to be the original, but it conflicted with another release. If I'm being honest, I could have done without it. Have you heard this?
I felt the same way. I feel like this nigga is just J. Cole hopping his way onto every fucking song. And I just keep hearing Burna Boy on other people's shit instead of just his own. And I just want the album, my guy. Just drop the album. This is like what's it called? The fall off? Nigga, drop that.
Nah, here's the thing. He's still Burna though. So it's like nobody's gonna say no. Yeah. Nobody's gonna be like, I don't want the Burna Boy verse. So he gonna do it. But honestly, like, it dropped in the middle of my trip, and I heard the original, and then I heard somebody play the Burna Boy one, and I was just like the part that everybody likes, Burna Boy's Desperado, many My amigo. We got that already. We don't need Burna Boy's verse. It was cool. Give Me That by Iris Star and Wizkid. I feel like this is better than their first collab with Too Sugar, in my opinion. The beat on Too Sugar got annoying after a while, I realized. Did you hear this?
I heard it. I like this one too. I don't know if I agree with you on that because I still Too Sugar, but this was a good song for sure.
Yeah.
I think Wizkid, you know what you're getting. It's always gonna be good music. So
that's fair. That's fair. What else? Oh, Naomi Sharon. Yo, you know who Naomi Sharon is?
I've heard the name, but I didn't hear this. No.
So Naomi Sharon is the girl. I hate that her introduction to like the masses was the controversy with Drake. That was the girl that like flew out and her boyfriend was like, oh my God, she flew out to go see Drake. That initial album she put out was fire. And she done put out 3 or 4 singles this year. This is my favorite one though. This is my favorite one. Almost made me shed a tear on the tube. The tube is like their L. I was like, damn, this shit is different. But that song is fire. That song is fire. So I'm looking forward to her second album. I thought it was going to be better than the first. Hit a Heist. EK?
EQ?
EQ? EK? EQ?
It's cool.
Hey, I haven't heard an Amapiano project top to bottom, whereas because when I'm listening to Amapiano, I either have a long playlist of songs or it's the album, and then I'll listen, and then when I hear something I like, I'm like, ooh, what's this song? And then I'll add it to my likes. I have not heard any project where I liked every single song on that bitch. This one,
was it the beats or the melody?
Hey, it's both. It's both, bro. That dude, Limke. Oh, Lim Crazy. Anything Lim Crazy is on is cracking it. It's cracking it for sure. Okay. That's a fact. But yeah, this whole thing, it's only 5 songs or 6 songs. It's 5 songs. It's 28 minutes. Play it in the car. It's lit. It's lit. I would say my favorite 2, if I had to pick 2 off of the 5, would be Ken John and Where. Those 2 go crazy. The beat on Where, I feel so crazy saying these words. It go crazy. But I'll leave it there. Where.
I'm gonna check this out, bro.
Other than that, did you hear anything over the last couple of weeks? You say you wasn't really listening to a ton of music. Anything really?
There was the Destin Conrad album came out that had a couple decent songs on it. R&B vibe. If y'all looking for that was called Love on Digital. I liked some of the songs I heard on there. Smooth vibes, but yeah, nothing really crazy. Did we talk about the Davido project?
No.
Okay, we could talk about it a different day then. I heard that. I heard a lot of songs in there that I like still listening to.
Yeah, let's pick another day. I got it.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was really just that. If y'all want to go here, Glockavelli. Key Glock dropped an album.
Wait, that's the name of the album?
That is the name of the album, Glockavelli. And he has on the crown too, just so everybody knows it's real. But yeah, I haven't heard a crazy amount of music, but there hasn't honestly been a crazy amount of music that came out that I was actually interested in. Let's be real here. Yeah, but
fair.
Yeah,
fair. Speaking of Davido, though, he did say on his interview with DJ Ebro that there is a collab album coming next year and then a tour through Africa and Europe.
There's a rumor circulating. Maybe you started it. I'm not sure. I just read about it. That you and Chris Brown have like 20 songs done.
More. We could put out 2 albums right now.
And why hasn't that happened?
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm just happy for Chris. I just feel like he's back in his bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's 20 years, the Grammys last year. Like,
Yeah.
he just deserves everything, and everything just happened so fast for him. So I told him I was meant to go on this tour.
Yeah, on the Breezy Bowl.
Yeah, Breezy Bowl.
20 years of Chris Brown.
Probably gonna pop out.
You should pop out here at MetLife Stadium, man.
Of course, go crazy. I popped out.
You heard it first on the Ebro Show. Davido will be on the Chris Brown Breezy Bowl, MetLife Stadium. Get your ticket.
But yeah, I really want him to have his moment this year.
Yeah.
And then obviously next year, you want to bank out the Africa tour, do a double continent tour, Europe, Africa, US. With the album, with the Davido and Chris Brown album, and do that too. So yeah.
So you think that's locked?
It's not. I think It's locked. That's
It's
my brother.
happening.
Like, that's not
2026.
bro. We don't talk to labels when we get stuff done with me and CB. Like it's done, it's happening.
Davido is here. A new album, 5.
I think we should have known Chris Brown would be the first one to do the Afrobeat. Ozona was really first, if we really going, you know what I'm saying? But American artist. That project does count. That project
I'm saying
count.
okay, but like I'm saying for one thing, is it an Afrobeats project if it's entirely in Spanish? Is it? And two,
are you saying people of Afro Latin descent are not of the diaspora? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just okay. No, different languages and Afrobeats. Fine. Two, I thought we were just talking about American artists. That's why I said that. Really?
Yeah, you're right. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, they gonna come from my head.
Shit. Nah, not the text. Yo, all right. Sorry if the text sound comes through on this. I don't know how to turn it off on a laptop, even though it's fucking. I got the focus mute on. So we got a new laptop. So bear with us this episode. We technical difficulties. But yeah, Chris Brown being the first artist to do the Afrobeats project. What do you think of that?
I would definitely, for one thing, I believe it. Two, I could definitely see it sounding very good just based off of what we've gotten with him and Wizkid. And I'm pretty sure, has he worked with Ira Star? He worked with Thames. Like, I feel like both of those.
Not yet. Not yet.
The stuff I've heard,
you saw him with Tyler.
That's
because they were on tour together.
Yeah, that's what it was. But like I've heard him on some of this Afrobeat stuff. I feel like he's played around with it a lot. We've gotten so much different Chris Brown music that it really doesn't surprise me that he was gonna go in this lane. Like when I heard "Call Me Every Day" the first time, I thought, oh, maybe he's gonna do this for a little minute, but he hasn't. So, well, no, because he had a little bit of it on his last project, 1111.
Sensational.
Yeah, like he had.
And then the song is 3 M's or 2 M's. That song, every Afrobeats event is getting played. It gets played.
Yeah,
it gets played. They respect it.
It makes a lot of sense out of him. Like he's super versatile, and I feel like honestly, Afrobeats fits his style as far as like the upbeat and the party type of vibe. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm glad they're doing this too. And I would love to catch a show over there. Yo, the shows, I got to watch what I say on here now because women are telling me they watch this.
Yeah,
I have to watch what I say. I say you can't say yo, you meet somebody and then they be like, yo, I did the whole deep dive on you. I know all your thoughts and your brother's thoughts about music. What the fuck? But
oh shit.
I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? What will I say about the concert that I went to? Alkaline. They was in there. They was in there doing what they do. That's what I say. That's what I'll say. So I would love to go to a Chris Brown show abroad because they're going to be in there doing what they do. That's where I'll leave it. Last topic we got for today before I give you 2 new songs. The Pharrell biopic was trashed. I saw an interview with somebody who was in the room. They finished the entire movie. And then on the last watch through, the producers was just like, yo, let's throw this shit the fuck away. And I told him, I told you before it was even,
I feel like I told you that. I said, this is going to be dumb as hell. Why are they putting Pharrell as a Lego nigga? And
I was backing this. Wait, I was backing it.
AJ, maybe I would say I'm going to put the clip in here.
Run the tape.
I'm going to put the clip in here. I'm going to go find the clip and we're going to bring back up when you were like, maybe it'll be good. I promise you that's what you were saying. I promise you were saying some shit like
maybe I'm phony. But maybe that just means I'm becoming a better podcaster. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know.
Probably.
That's what they say. But yeah, I'm glad they threw it away too. Maybe we just need a regular like BET special or like MTV. Like we don't need Legos, bro.
Yo, they could just throw him on YouTube talking about his life. That would be better than fucking Lego Batman Pharrell. I don't need that, bro.
Yeah, 100%. So shout out Pharrell, shout out the Neptunes, but don't shout out that documentary. You know what I'm saying? 2 songs came out today. We're recording on a Friday, but 2 songs came out today that I thought were worth noting. So Koffee's new name is Original Koffee, and I feel like she did that because there's Black Coffee, there's another Koffee, so I feel like she just threw the original in there just for the name change. She hasn't put music out in 3 years. Just saying. I went to her last tour in Chicago at the Chicago House of Blues. It was amazing, and so when she put this song out, titled after herself, self-titled, she's in her bag. That's all I'm gonna say. That's it. This is one of my favorite songs I heard in a while. Go listen to this shit.
Yeah, this sounded good. I didn't even know she hadn't put out music in 3 years. I didn't even realize.
It didn't seem like that long. It didn't seem like that long. But I was thinking like, yo, where is Koffee? Yeah. And then the last one, this is a reggae record. This is a reggae Burna Boy record, Sweet Love. It just came out today. The music video comes out later today. It's good. I miss some reggae. Like I said, go check the Bob Marley video out on our page. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about reggae recently, and the reggae feeling is being restored. Sweet Love and Koffee. Go listen to that, bro.
I like this Burna Boy song a lot. When I first heard it, like it came on real good to me, and I feel like it was smooth. It was a good tempo. This is the type of stuff I definitely want to hear Burna Boy getting on. I hope he has a little bit more of this on the album, at least. But again, drop the album.
Drop a 50 bag for them. All right. What new songs are you giving the people, bro? What new songs you got for the people, bro?
Okay. Since we didn't talk about the Davido project yet, I'll just give y'all one of those two. R&B, him, Davido, you know, that guy. Shensia, somebody named 450. This was a good vibe. I really like this. And then,
have you heard Wild and Rich?
I have not heard Wild and Rich.
That's his biggest song, 450. He's lit. But continue.
Okay. I'm gonna go check that out. You guys go check that out as well. Wild and Rich by 450. Song. Actually, that could be song 2. Fuck it. I don't even know the guy, but fuck it. And then I'll go. Let me get y'all something off this little Wiz Khalifa project. I actually really like that. That was something else that came out that we didn't really talk about.
Oh yeah, that did come out.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. It reminded me of a Larry June project, but I'll actually give y'all the song with him and Gunna called 5 Star. That was a real good vibe. Gunna been snapping. Gunna is back in his bag. I'm thinking that him and Thug are not cool anymore based off of recent Thug comments. They're both in their bag right now. So go listen to that 5 Star Wiz Khalifa and Gunna.
Wiz Khalifa and Gunna. That's an interesting mix, but I feel like it's lit.
No, it sounds smooth, bro. It sounds smooth.
Okay. All right. I got 2, potentially 3 songs for you because this is our podcast, so I do what I want. More South African words I'm gonna butcher and chop, and then I'm gonna learn how to say them next episode. Barata Monate. By Leem Crazy. Asa man. Anytime you hear Asa Masame on a South African house record, stand up and start dancing. This song is amazing. I heard this song not even 2 hours ago, and I'm willing to recommend it to the people. That's how strongly I feel about Leem Crazy. And then I've been on a Nas kick, bro. I don't know what it is. I've been on a Nas kick. So
good song.
The Message, Nas, go listen to it. And then I want people's opinions about this song, bro. He said some wild shit in this song, and this was before people really cared. But I want people to go listen to it and tell me if this song should be off limits. This is not a recommendation as, yo, this shit crazy. But the beat, the hook, I need you to go listen to this before we... Can't Satisfy Her by I Wayne.
Okay. Can't Satisfy Her by I Wayne. Can't satisfy.
That's what I got. That's what I got for you.
Okay. Oh.
Anything you want to lead the people with? I'm gonna play this song for you before we get off. No, we're not gonna put this on. We're not gonna record it. It's too bad. But we're not gonna record it. It's too bad. So I'm gonna play it before we jump off. But anything you want to lead the people with till next week?
If you guys want us to continue getting new laptops, new gear, better microphones, throw events, like, subscribe, send it to somebody. Let's go. Have a good week.